Good evening and welcome into the Friday, November 7th edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Topping our news today, a new superintendent has been named in a Catawba County school system. The Newton-Conver City Schools Board of Education announced it has selected Dr. Emily Shaw as the district's new superintendent. That announcement was made during the board's November 6th meeting. Dr. Shaw is replacing Dr. Aaron Gabriel, the current superintendent, who begins his new role as the president for Mayland Community College January 1st. Dr. Shaw is in her 21st year as an educator, having served as a teacher, assistant principal, and district-level administrator. Dr. Shaw is currently the Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources for Montgomery County Schools, having served in that role since January of 2023. She will begin her work as superintendent on January 1st, 2026. Congratulations to Dr. Shaw for being named to that position. 3 men have been charged in a reported case of road rage. Arianna Mack has the details.
That's correct, Rob. 35-year-old Robert Morgan Gale of Taylorsville, 45-year-old Brian Keith Brown, and 42-year-old Albert Dennis Schroeder, both of Conover, were arrested by Alexander County Sheriff's officers. Gale is charged with assault with a deadly weapon. Brown is charged with assault with a deadly weapon, reckless driving to endanger, and driving while license revoked. Schroeder is charged with discharging a weapon into an occupied vehicle. We previously reported on Gale's arrest. More details have been released. On Thursday at approximately 3 p.m., Alexander County 911 received a report of a possible road rage incident near the intersection of County Home Road and Millersville Road. Deputies with the Sheriff's Office and troopers from the North Carolina Highway Patrol were dispatched to the area. Upon arrival, officers found the vehicles involved and initiated an investigation. Officers determined that Robert Morgan Gale had allegedly traveled to Catawba County to purchase narcotics from Brian Keith Brown and Albert Dennis Schroeder. Investigators learned that Brown and Schroeder were defrauded by Gale, who allegedly used counterfeit currency to pay for the narcotics. Gale and Schroeder were placed in the Alexander County Detention Center without bond. Brown received a $10,000 secured bond. All 3 suspects have district court dates Monday, November 10th in Taylorsville. Reporting for WHKY, I'm Arianna Mack.
Thanks, Arianna. A co-defendant has received a prison sentence in an attempted robbery case. 31-year-old Jason Christopher Corpening of Lenoir was sentenced to a prison term of 7 to 9 years following a guilty plea to attempted robbery with a dangerous weapon. The plea was entered during Catawba County Superior Court Thursday. The offense occurred February 3rd of this year at a hotel in Hickory when the armed defendant had interaction with a female victim in a parking lot along with a co-defendant. The victim told investigators Corpening was involved with an attempt to sell her drugs and rob her. When she refused, the co-defendant tried to rob her before she was able to leave in her vehicle. The co-defendant fired 2 shots into the vehicle, and Corpening, standing beside his vehicle, also fired a shot that did not strike it or the victim. As WHKY previously reported, the co-defendant, Markel James Jackson, pleaded guilty Tuesday to counts including attempted first-degree murder and was sentenced to 12 to 15 years. A vehicle crash resulted in a fuel spill shortly before 9 a.m. Thursday. The Morganton Department of Public Safety responded to a motor vehicle accident involving an 18-wheeler truck and a van at the intersection of Lenoir Road and Kirksey Drive. Upon arrival, public safety personnel found both vehicles and discovered a significant diesel fuel spill estimated at approximately 70 gallons spreading across all 4 lanes of Lenoir Road. Firefighters acted quickly to contain the spill and prevent the fuel from entering nearby storm drains. The roadway was closed for approximately 2.5 hours while crews worked to clean up the fuel spill and clear debris. All occupants of the vehicle sustained only minor injuries. In today's crime report, Arianna Mack reports on arrests in cases in Caldwell and Catawba Counties. In local sports, Jason Savage has a recap of Appalachian State's football game Thursday night. In Community Focus, we'll have news on an upcoming benefit with Arianna Mack and her guests. We are on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on channel 14.2 and now live at 5:30 on the WHKY YouTube channel and 10 o'clock on the WHKY Facebook page. We're also in multiple cable systems, including Compass in Morganton. I'm Rob Eastwood, and this is the WHKY News.
You are watching WHKY 14.2 television serving the Charlotte region. We are broadcasting live into over 1.2 million households in Charlotte and the surrounding areas, with over-the-air reception as well as 5 local cable systems. If you are seeing this, so are your potential customers. Are you new to TV advertising? We can help you tap into our TV audience. For a limited time, you can secure 50 30-second commercials per month for the low cost of $750, which includes commercial time and commercial production of your advertisement. Contact us at advertise@WHKY.com and let us customize a marketing plan to grow your business and increase your market share.
Great news!
What's up?
Paramount Hyundai in Hickory has been voted the #1 Hyundai dealer in North Carolina on DealerRater.com.
That's amazing. Congrats.
Thank you to all of our wonderful team members and customers.
Paramount Hyundai in Hickory.
Weight loss is never one size fits all.
At the North Carolina Bariatric Institute, we support you with personalized care
at every step of your weight loss journey.
Your care team is led by robotically trained bariatric surgeons.
Our nurses, dietitians, and psychologists work together to help you achieve lasting, effective weight loss.
Visit us online to register for a free informational seminar and begin your weight loss journey.
The white flag is in the air, out front when it matters most.
Tonight's low is going to get down to about 57.
They come to the line, and a big jump once again by Martin Truex Jr.
Larson to the bottom. He's got the lead off the top of turn.
LRN, keeping you in the race.
This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
WHKY Talk Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM.
This is Suit Up Sports. Suit Up Sports. Where opinions are as sharp as a tailored suit. No fluff, no gimmicks, just unfiltered, hard-hitting takes on sports and a whole lot more. It's time to suit up.
Once Upon a Time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Saturdays and Sundays, October 4th through November 23rd. There's music, comedy, circus entertainments, jousting, knights, the living mermaids, and a feast all rolled into a non-stop outdoor family adventure. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
Nick, I need your help. I'm trying to buy a car and I'm overwhelmed.
You won't be overwhelmed at Paramount. Credit, we can help. Time, we're going to get you in and out. Trade, we're going to get you more for it. Into Visa, we don't have them.
Problem solved at Paramount Kia.
In North Carolina, people on bikes are allowed to use a full road lane for their safety. The safest way for a motorist to pass cyclists is to change lanes when the other lane is free of traffic.
It is not legal to enter an opposing lane with any oncoming traffic as shown here.
Working together, we can make our streets safer for all.
The following report contains real arrest records and law enforcement data. All individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Welcome back into the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Leading off our crime report today with details on a pair of arrests, one in Caldwell County, the other in Catawba County. Here's Arianna Mack.
That's correct, Rob. A Lenoir man has been charged with drug and stolen property offenses. 51-year-old Fudazong Bandon of Hickory Street Southwest in Lenoir was arrested Thursday by authorities in Caldwell County. He's charged with felony counts of possession with intent to manufacture, sell, and deliver methamphetamine, possession of a stolen motor vehicle, possession of stolen property, and obtaining property by false pretense. Bandon was incarcerated in the Caldwell County Detention Center under $175,000 secured bond. No court date was listed. And a Hickory woman arrested on Burke County break-in and vehicle theft charges. 36-year-old Annie Strickland of Old Shelby Road in Hickory was arrested on November 7th by Catawba County Sheriff's officers. She's charged in Burke County with felony counts of larceny of a motor vehicle, larceny of a firearm, breaking and entering, and larceny after breaking and entering, along with a count of misdemeanor larceny. Strickland was incarcerated in the Catawba County Detention Facility under $6,000 bond. A Burke County District Court date is scheduled for November 10th. I'm Arianna Mack reporting for WHKY.
Thanks, Arianna. Up next, David Cedrone reports on a pair of cases, one involving the arrest of a Morganton man. The other details charges filed against a Marion man.
Thanks, Rob. Well, a Morganton man is behind bars after deputies say he was caught with a stolen gun. 40-year-old James Leon Creasy Jr. of Piney Road arrested Monday by Caldwell County Sheriff's officers. Creasy is charged with felony possession of a stolen firearm and possession of a firearm by a felon. Deputies say Creasy has multiple prior convictions in both Caldwell and Burke counties dating back more than 20 years. He was taken to the Caldwell County Jail under a $10,000 secure bond. His next court date is set for November 20th. And a Marion man is facing a long list of theft charges in both Caldwell and Burke counties. 47-year-old J.D. Cook of McDowell High Drive arrested Monday on a grand jury indictment. He's charged with habitual larceny in both counties, remains jailed under $10,000 bond. Cook's charges stem from separate cases involving multiple incidents of theft. Court dates were scheduled this week in both Catawba and Burke counties. I'm David Cedrone for WHKY News.
Thanks, David. A Lenoir man is charged with violating house arrest. 55-year-old Thomas Shannon Walder of Quail Ridge Court was arrested Thursday by Caldwell County Sheriff's officers. He's charged with felony violation of house arrest. Walder was incarcerated in the Caldwell County Detention Center under a $100,000 secured bond. No court date was listed. A Claremont man is charged with drug offenses. 32-year-old Joseph Allen Platt was arrested Thursday by Hickory police. He's charged with felony possession of Schedule II controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia. Platt was jailed in the Catawba County Detention Facility under no bond. A district court date was scheduled on Friday. A Drexel man faces a cocaine charge in Catawba County. 61-year-old Roosevelt Christopher Kingsbury was arrested Thursday by authorities in Catawba County. He's charged with possession of cocaine. Kingsbury was jailed in the Catawba County Detention Facility without bond. No court date was listed. And that's our crime report for today. Thank you for watching. For WHKY, I'm Rob Eastwood. Stay with us. Jason Savage is up next with local sports.
Nick, I need your help. Trying to buy a car and I'm overwhelmed.
You won't be overwhelmed at Paramount. Credit, we can help. Time, we're going to get you in and out. Trade, we're going to get you more for it. Hit the Visa, we don't have them.
Problem solved at Paramount Kia.
Once upon a time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Saturdays and Sundays, October 4th through November 23rd. There's music, comedy, circus entertainments, jousting, nights, the living mermaids, and a feast all rolled into a non-stop outdoor family adventure. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
I chose Oak Street because they focus on older people. They're really good at following all my multiple conditions, at testing when I need it, and just making sure I maintain my health.
At Oak Street Health, we specialize in healthcare for older adults with care that focuses on keeping you healthy, catching issues early to keep you healthy longer.
I heard about Oak Street Health. I thought, wow, this is a nice place. They take time to talk to you and find out about you. They actually found out that I had a 99% blockage in my main artery in my heart. I had no idea. I had no symptoms. I would not be sitting here without them digging deeper.
When I meet a new patient for the first time, there's a lot of getting to know each other, right? There's not just about your medical health, although that's really important, but I also want to know about them as a person, what's important to them, where they grew up, and how they like to spend their time. Having that really deep connection is really important for just the relationship.
We go beyond what you'll find in most doctors' offices. Along with doctors and nurses, our care team also includes social workers and mental health support, just to name a few. They all work together to coordinate your care.
What I love about Oak Street is that they take care of my body, my physical, and also my mind. They gave me somebody to talk to. I used to beat myself up all the time. I don't do that anymore.
Oak Street is really good at putting everything in the big picture, all the big picture things, making sure socially, emotionally, physically, that all of those pieces go together and they all make up a good life and help us be our best.
At Oak Street Health, we provide health care for older adults like you. And we accept Medicare and most Medicare Advantage plans. Call 844-332-9680 to schedule your visit.
So my provider at Oak Street, she makes sure that she covers any problems I might have, what to expect in the future from things, how to treat my arthritis, how to make sure that my body is strong.
When I told my friend about Oak Street Health, I said, why don't you give it a try? And sure enough, he came in, he went through the same procedures that I went through, and he is with Oak Street Health for over a year now.
I made the transition to Oak Street because I really like how they focus on older people, and I know that's going to help me age well. I feel physically strong, I feel emotionally strong. I'm in the right place now because they're the right people at this time of my life.
Ready for care that puts you first? At Oak Street Health, we specialize in healthcare for older adults like you. With care that focuses on keeping you healthy, call 844-332-9680 to schedule your visit.
Rex Allen Theater's back on Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. on WHKY TV 14.2 with Kathy's Cooking, Interesting People, Hildebrand Cruising, and the Squatch Runners. You don't want to miss it. Channel 14.2 on free TV.
Simple.
Keeping it easy.
Transparent.
No hidden fees.
Fair.
Treating people the way you want to be treated.
Simple, transparent, and fair.
That's Paramount Kia.
With your look at local sports from across the Hickory Metro, I'm Jason Savage for WHKY News. We begin with high school boys soccer action, the second round of the state playoffs last night. In the 1A class, the North Carolina School of Science and Math of Morganton defeated Andrews 7-1. The Dragons advance on to the third round. They will be going to Leadership Academy, that's in Kernersville, for that third round matchup on Monday. In the 3A class, Patton defeats Shelby 4-1. The Panthers advance on to the third round. They will be hosting Hendersonville on Monday. West Caldwell blanking Mount Airy 3-0 as the Warriors would advance to the third round. That is on Monday night as well. They'll go to Polk County. Moving over to the 4A class, Bunker Hill falls to Ashe County 5-1. Bears season ending at 6-13-1. High Brighton is a 2-1 winner over Wilkes Central last night. The Panthers move on to the third round. They'll go to Ashe County on Monday. Newton-Conver doubles up Lake Norman Charter by the final of 4-2. Red Devils will be hosting Burns Monday night in the third round. And Bandy's was blanked by Salisbury 4-0. The Trojan season comes to a close at 12-12-1. In the 5A class, Hickory all over East Rowan 9-0. Red Tornadoes will be hosting Atkins Monday in the third round. In the 6A class, Alexander Central over Western Guilford 4-2. Cougars move to the third round. They'll go to AC Reynolds on Monday. The Lenoir women's soccer team is ranked 4th in the NCAA Division II Southeast Regional Rankings. Now, the Bears are the number 2 seed in the South Atlantic Conference tournament. That gets underway tomorrow at Lenoir. Bears will be hosting Wingate, the 7th seed, in the opening round. That'll be tomorrow at 5 at the Moret Sports Athletic Complex. The LR men will also be at home tomorrow. Their game is at 7:30. They also will be taking on Wingate. LR men are a 4 seed. The Wingate Bulldogs are a 5 seed. Appalachian State volleyball news now. Mountaineers would sweep Marshall in 3 sets yesterday on the road in West Virginia, winning 3-0. 3 Mountaineers would have double-digit kills. Allie Morris would lead the way with 14. Mountaineers are 14-10 overall, 5-8 in Sunbelt Conference action. Appalachian State field hockey had their season come to an end in the semifinal round of the Mid-American Conference tournament yesterday, losing 3-1 to UMass at James Madison University. The lone goal for the Mountaineers came in the 3rd quarter for App when Kate Richardson slotted this one past the UMass goalkeeper. App ends their season with a record of 14-6 overall. They went 7-2 in Mid-American Conference play. And Appalachian State football rallied again late, but once again they did not have enough, this time falling to Georgia Southern at home 25-23 last night at Kid Brewer Stadium on a nationally televised game on ESPN2. That is, unless you have YouTube TV, because they're squabbling. Jaden Barnes had an incredible night for the Mountaineers. 13 receptions for 160 yards and a touchdown. Mountaineers dropped to 4-5 overall, 1-4 in Sunbelt Conference play. They'll be facing James Madison on the road a week from Saturday. Now, after the game, head coach Dowell Loggins had this to say.
Obviously a tough loss. We started way too slow in the game. Really happy with the way our guys fought in the second half and came out with a different energy. But we didn't start the game with the right type of energy on either side of the ball. 13 carries for 25 yards in the first half on offense, and to give up 246 passing yards on defense. Just all 3 phases didn't start fast enough. But like I said, the character in the locker room, they stuck together. They're playing hard. They never let go of the rope. They never believed they couldn't win that game. And at the end of the game, we had a chance, offense and defensively and special teams. We just didn't make the plays we needed to make.
This weekend on WHKY Radio, we'll have the NASCAR Awards and Champion Celebration. Join in Sunday at 3 on WHKY Radio, 1290 AM, 102.3 FM, and online at WHKY.com as we officially wrap up the 2025 NASCAR season. As always, more stories available at WHKY.com.
Great news!
What's up?
Paramount Hyundai in Hickory has been voted the #1 Hyundai dealer in North Carolina on DealerRater.com.
That's amazing. Congrats.
Thank you to all of our wonderful team members and customers.
Paramount Hyundai in Hickory.
Hey, grab me one too.
I chose Oak Street because they focus on older people. They're really good at following all my multiple conditions, at testing when I need it, and just making sure I maintain my health.
At Oak Street Health, we specialize in healthcare for older adults with care that focuses on keeping you healthy, catching issues early to keep you healthy longer.
I heard about Oak Street Health. I thought, wow, this is a nice place. They take time to talk to you and find out about you. They actually found out that I had a 99% blockage in my main artery in my heart. I had no idea. I had no symptoms. I would not be sitting here without them digging deeper.
When I meet a new patient for the first time, there's a lot of getting to know each other, right? There's not just about your medical health, although that's really important, but I also want to know about them as a person, what's important to them, where they grew up, and how they like to spend their time. Having that really deep connection is really important for just the relationship.
We go beyond what you'll find in most doctors' offices. Along with doctors and nurses, our care team also includes social workers and mental health support, just to name a few. They all work together to coordinate your care.
What I love about Oak Street is that they take care of my body, my physical, and also my mind. They gave me somebody to talk to. I used to beat myself up all the time. I don't do that anymore.
Oak Street is really good at putting everything in the big picture, all the big picture things, making sure socially, emotionally, physically, that all of those pieces go together and they all make up a good life and help us be our best.
At Oak Street Health, we provide health care for older adults like you. And we accept Medicare and most Medicare Advantage plans. Call 844-332-9680 to schedule your visit.
So my provider at Oak Street, she makes sure that she covers any problems I might have, what to expect in the future from things, how to treat my arthritis, how to make sure that my body is strong.
When I told my friend about Oak Street Health, I said, why don't you give it a try? And sure enough, he came in, he went through the same procedures that I went through, and he is with Oak Street Health for over a year now.
I made the transition to Oak Street because I really like how they focus on older people, and I know that's going to help me age well. I feel physically strong, I feel emotionally strong. I'm in the right place now because they're the right people at this time of my life.
Ready for care that puts you first? At Oak Street Health, we specialize in healthcare for older adults like you. With care that focuses on keeping you healthy, call 844-332-9680 to schedule your visit.
This is Community Focus on the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. A benefit will be held for a well-known reverend in the community who is fighting cancer. Arianna Mack is with that person and another guest to talk about the event.
After a lifetime of fighting for peace and justice for all, the Reverend Susan Smith, Senior Associate Pastor of Exodus Missionary Outreach United Church of Christ, is now fighting for her life against metastatic breast cancer. Her friends and family are hosting a benefit concert for her at the church on November 8th, 2025 from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. to celebrate her life and raise funds for treatments that insurance does not cover, as well as other expenses. The Reverend Susan Smith and Tiffany Napier join us on WHKY.
I've been singing with the Exodus Choir for probably going into my 29th year. The music of Exodus has always been something that has healed me and empowered me and, uplifted me. And so the fact that the choir would want to do a benefit concert for me, it means everything. And I'm so excited about it, and I do need the help.
I am the minister of music at Exodus Church, and this all came about because Miss Susan has an awesome daughter named Rachel Smith, yes, and she wanted to do something for her mother during this fight, and the church and the choir is behind Miss Susan 1,000%. You're going to hear all kinds of music from the Exodus Choir, the Gospel Messengers, Friendships Choir, Morning Stars Choir, and we will have a special liturgical dance going on as well.
The fundraising part, the benefit part, is not something I'm really involved in, but I understand there's going to be raffles and maybe a silent auction. Yes. We have paintings, 2 paintings by my son James that will be part of that, and 2 paintings that I have created, as well as some other gift certificates and nice prizes. And so that part I'm not really involved in, but I'm excited about it. And then after the concert, we'll invite everybody next door in the sanctuary for just a time of fellowship and light refreshments when some of the fundraising activities will be going on then. I understand that, that there are other things that they're doing to donate to my Venmo or my Cash App or my Zelle. We're trying to do it the 2025 way. Thank you, Tiffany. And so the things that I will purchase with the money that's raised are items that I need that insurance does not cover. When you have metastatic breast cancer, there's so many things that are available to help us, but unfortunately they're not covered by insurance, and this will help me, and I am beyond grateful.
The event is free and all are welcome. Benefit concert for Reverend Susan Smith will be located at Exodus Missionary Outreach United Church of Christ, 1763 Highland Avenue, Northeast Hickory, NC 28601.
Thanks, Arianna, and thanks to Susan and Tiffany for joining us. An area county has named a new hire Catawba County has hired Laura McBride to serve as Budget and Management Director beginning December 1st. McBride brings significant local government experience to Catawba County, most recently serving in Mecklenburg County, where she supported county leadership by driving citizen engagement around community budget priorities and managing a nonprofit grants program in her role as Senior Management and Budget Analyst. Through her experience, she has worked closely with all organizational departments, managed multiple large-scale projects and teams, administered a $2 million community service grant program, and led the development and execution of a successful budget public engagement strategy. Up next, the Charlotte Business Journal recently featured the City of Hickory. David Cedrone has details.
All right, thanks, Rob Eastwood. The City of Hickory is celebrating a new economic milestone. Officials say more than $920 million new investments and over 1,600 jobs have been attracted to the area as part of a long-term growth strategy that will include the creation of a new innovative district. Through infrastructure upgrades, place-making projects, and industrial development, Hickory has been transforming into the hub for business and innovation. The city's 11-mile multi-model urban trail system, along with 378-acre advanced business park, designed to connect key destinations and to spur future growth. City leaders say the effort also improves access to recreation, education, and workforce training, helping position Hickory as a prime destination for companies and families alike. For more on Hickory's economic initiatives, visit the website hkytrail.com or our website, WHKY.com. I'm David Cedrone for WHKY News.
Thanks, David, and once again, credit to the Charlotte Business Journal. That wraps up Community Focus and the WHKY News today. Remember, you can get all of the latest news and sports 24/7 at our website, WHKY.com. We also have local news and sports 7 days a week on our sister station, WHKY Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM, and streaming on multiple platforms and at our website. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of Arianna Mack, David Cedrone, Jason Savage, Susan Smith, and Tiffany Napier, I'm Rob Eastwood, and from Hickory, this is the WHKY News.